Okay, today we're going to look at a few photos that show you how paper is made. And the reason that this is really important for somebody who's drawing is because the way that paper is made changes the way that we can interact with it, the way that the graphite lays on the paper. So these photos were taken by a friend of mine, Michael Reagan. You can follow him at Instagram, the link is below. It's mreaganmodern. And he is an architect and works in the textile industry and travels the world and has a really nice eye and takes photos of rugs being made all over the world and architecture and some really nice images. So check his stuff out. And then let's take a look at these photos that show you the process of paper making. So paper can be made with any kind of fiber. In this case, it's a plant fiber. These photos were taken in Nepal. So they can be made with cotton, they can be made with trees or other plant material. And what's done is that the fiber is ground down into strips, and then it's put through a mill even further where it's added, they add water to it so that it becomes this sort of oatmeal texture that you can see in the bucket here. That material is thinned out even more with more water, and you can see here it's in a larger bucket. And this woman is leaning over the bucket. She's dipping a screen into the bucket and pulling out the fiber from a mesh screen. So what's happening is that the fiber is staying on top of the mesh screen and the water is dripping through the holes that are openings in the screen. And then in this case, you can see in these two pictures that the screens are then left out to dry in the sun, further solidifying the texture of the paper and crisping it up so that we can draw on it. In a factory setting, those screens are actually going to be pressed so that more paper leaves the fibers even more quickly. So what this shows us is that our paper winds up having high spots and low spots because of the way that the moisture leaves the mesh screens. And that's really important for how your graphite is going to interact with the page. So next up, we're going to take a look at how the tooth of the paper interacts with our graphite. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, LZM Studio, where I frequently release quick tips and all kinds of different ideas about drawing. Also check out my Facebook and my Instagram page. I like to show photographs of my artwork, of my students' artwork, and share funny stories from my students on those pages. And then check out my website, lzmstudio.com, where you're going to find more inspiration and full-length, detailed tutorials.